Welcome back. It's been a while. As you can see, the cabinets behind me are finally finished, or at least the top part. So we'll take a look. So yeah, the lighting compartment is finally finished. I still need to varnish the doors, but that doesn't matter because the most important part is that the light doesn't shine in the camera anymore and the eyes. So this way I can record my aquarium way better, as you can see. And I'm also not blinded all the times, which is a big benefit. But as you can see, or did see, a lot has changed in the aquarium. All the acropora, or most of them, are gone. I had acro-eating flatworms, and it was quite a disaster because I went to Vivarium. I bought some new acrofrags from Leonardo's Reef, which are quite expensive, but they're good quality, so it's worth it. I got home. My acros weren't doing too well the month before it. I didn't notice anything, but when I got back from Vivarium, I discovered acro-eating flatworm eggs, with like a lot, like a ton of them. I will put the picture right here so I can cut it and then you can see. So yeah, the result was I threw away every piece of acropora that I had and that I knew I had in the reef tank. The corals from Leonardo's Reef went into quarantine for 3.5 weeks. I tried 4, but they were withering away slowly. So that wasn't very helpful. And then they're in the tank now since 2 days, because today is December 9th. And yeah, they're doing okay, but I still need to dip them like once a week. Oh no, they were in there for like more than a week now because I dipped them yesterday for the second time again. And some stuff did come off. I'm not sure if it were acro-eating flatworms this time, but it was definitely something. And on the chance of not risking it, I will be keep dipping them until nothing comes off anymore. Like, I don't care if it takes me a year. I will dip them once a week for a year till they're clean, so that I can buy acros again, of course. Why wouldn't I want to buy acros again? But yeah, it got me thinking a lot about quarantine. I have been very loose on the getting of stuff, of fish and corals as well. So both will be quarantined from now. I have also lost a lot of fish. And now you may think, why did you lose a lot of fish? Well, it's very stupid clownfish. The stupid clownfish started breeding. With them breeding, they became very aggressive and they harassed a lot of fish that then tried to jump out of the tank, and because there is a lid on the tank, they jumped themselves to death. So that was not very cool. I lost my copper band butterfly. I lost a Acanthurus maculiceps. It was very new. It was just in the tank, and they killed that. I lost Blenny. I probably lost a little bit more, but I don't remember everything. It all happened so fast. Oh yeah, my wrasse. I had a wrasse in there. It also died sadly. The only good part about everything was that I could use the dead fish to dissect for my lessons, which was the only upside because they were expensive fish. I liked them a lot and they died. And I don't know if I will be getting new ones because yeah, pricing these days is crazy. Also, taking fish from the wild is something that I am actually not allowed to do anymore because I live in Belgium and we now have a law that says that you're not allowed to keep captive wild caught animals. So now all my animals need to be captive bred. or I need to prove that they're captive bred. So actually the fish store need to do that, and that also drives the price of the fish up, because now everything needs to be captive bred or needs to be sold by the guy who catches them in the wild as captive bred. And yeah, they like to raise the price that way. On the topic of fish, let's take a look what we have, because I got some new fish, but I didn't update you guys on that. I was waiting until everything was settled. And to be clear, the clownfish are not gone, they're in the sump. The sump is quite large, so they have a lot of space where they can breed and do their stuff, but not harass the other fish, because I don't want to lose any more fish. Okay, right off the bat, you can see the Tashardini. It's getting quite big. I like it. I also have 2 baby grandmas swimming about, and one beautiful big royal grandma. I got this yellow eye cold tang, or I don't know if it's a cold tang or a bristle tooth or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty fish. And my Cyprasu was some tudum, of course. And they be chilling. Then the corals. Of course the corals. Oh, this damselfish also. Okay, bye. This damselfish also. He was very aggressive when the clownfish were in the tank, but he calmed down a lot since they're gone. So I think there will not be any more damselfish in here to avoid aggression. Like I have had more struggles with damselfish in the last years than with tanks. Tanks actually do fine in my tank. So yeah, I bought this Micromusa Lord Hoensis at Vivarium. It's a new piece. And I bought this, I think it's a Favia, at a aquarium show in Antwerp. It was very small, but I had to be in the neighborhood that day. So yeah, I got those pieces there. All the other stuff I already had. This one has been coloring up very nicely. Take a look from the other corner. Yeah, it doesn't capture on camera. It's very vivid, bright red. I love it. This Montipora I bought at my local fish store. It looks amazing. I hope it gets very big and becomes like a beautiful elk staghorn kinda, yeah, staghorn kinda skeleton. This is a chalice actually. I also bought at the show in Antwerp. Then after the show I went to Just Corals, where I bought this piece, and that is a I think an Alveopora. I'm not sure anymore. My mind it withers away sometimes. They called it Mickey Mouse. It was a lot redder, and the yellow inside was more golden than it is now. So it's not that it's happiest, but it's doing fine. I think most of the other pieces I already had. There's red Montipora, changed a little bit in structure. I broke some pieces off, placed them beside it. I have also seen that it's not doing too well there, so I need to take a look what's going on with this piece, because I don't want to lose it. I will never entirely lose this colony, but I want to keep it as happy as I can, of course. Because it also came in as one big piece. Now I have been changing a lot in the tank lately. We had some small dip in alkalinity because I switched from Alpha Reef to Kalkwasser. Yeah, I went that route. Because the Alpha Reef kept clogging up the lines. My water wasn't stable at all, not like I hoped. So I stopped using it for now. I might go back later, but my aquarium gets by with just the Cold Wasp. So my purple Turbinaria reniformis is also new. Looks fine, I think. The polyps actually are a lot more yellow on the camera than if you would see it in person. That's interesting. But it's a cool piece. I had some flatworms in this cold coral, but I just plucked them out of the tank one by one, and now I don't have any. It's been a while since I've seen any, so I hope I got rid of them, but I'm not sure. Then I also bought this finger leather coral with the fish. It comes from the Young Marine, and I like it a lot. It's pretty. I used to have it with the white polyps, now I have it with the green polyps. And if I ever get the chance to get a frag of the white polyps version, I would gladly take it. I think it's a cool coral. Then these are the frags. They're not in their best coloration right now. How would you be if you get dipped every week? Like, it's very tough on them. So yeah, it's okay. This is a piece of yellow parietes. I also have a lot of red parietes I bought at the fair in Antwerp. And so yeah, you see the acros from Leonardo's Reef. Which looked a lot better when I got them, but just because of the quarantine they lost a lot of that color, and it might take a while for them to get it back, and that's okay. We do have time, we just need to keep it alive. We also have this Montipora forest fire, which is not doing great. I also dipped it, and there came a flatworm right off of it, but I mean like a flatworm, not a nudibranch, a flatworm. So yeah, that's something to look into. Then I also have this green piece. I thought it was a Montipora. I was told it was a Montipora, but it started to get this axiolite growth. I will try to film it from the other side, but it's hard to record because it's not positioned very well. So yeah, now I'm starting to think maybe that's an Acropora. So yeah, we're on the other side of the tank and you cannot see the axiolite growth at all. It's hard, man. You just can't see a lot happening on these corals. So yeah, even when they had acro-eating flatworms, like the other pieces that I threw away, you didn't see anything except like some slow tissue necrosis. Yeah, I didn't really not know what was going on. It was a very stressful time. That's also why I didn't make any videos. I needed to concentrate. I also had my work. So yeah, need to get your priorities straight. This is my red parietes with my Milka stenophora, and I actually have no idea what kind of leather this is. This just started to grow here, back again. So I think it might be the white polyp version of the finger leather, because it was on a lot of my rocks and died with the move. It might also be something completely different. We shall see. Here we have a Turbinaria, which I bought as a peltata, but I'm sure it's not a peltata because the polyps are too small for my taste. So it might be something else, we shall see. But it's interesting. I like Turbinaria a lot. Still searching for the yellow reniformis, so if you have some, hit me up. But please stay local. I don't want to drive to like the other side of Europe. My green Montipora, which is on this rock, yeah, it's not doing too well. Same for, I don't know, it's just that's not doing too well. It might get better in the future, But like I said, I had this dip in alkalinity, a lot of changes, so we shall see. Then I bought this yellow slash green Stylophora from my LFS, and I like it a lot. I think it's a very cool coral, but you can see it's maricultured. It has very thick branches, and the new growth is way thinner. So I think for now I will keep it in there as a whole, and when it has a lot of thinner branches I will cut off a piece. I have already cut off a couple of small pieces, and I will try to start a new colony with the thinner branches, so I get a better coral for the aquarium. I think these thicker branches will block flow and will cause problems in the future. But we shall see, one day at a time. I also have this brown looking Multipora right here. It was a Multipora Superman. I had it on the overflow, or like the return pump, but it got completely black. I think it got too much light. Yeah, that's sometimes a problem too. And now it's recovering. It lost its fluorescence and it's slowly getting it back. At least the polyps have it back. The flesh should also turn blue again, but we have time. Then I have these Rastazoanthids, which I got with an aquarium breakdown. Same with the Kenya trees. And this weird looking leather coral right in front of me there. Yeah, I don't mind them, but I don't know if they will stay in the tank. Then I have this very small piece of Platygyra I got from the young, and another piece of red varieties. So yeah, as you can see, no acros, or almost no acros, but a lot of SPS anyway, and LPS and some soft corals, so it's really a mixed reef right now. It's still funny to think that my initial thought was to have an acro tank, but I will be glad, or I am glad that I chose to go the mixed reef route, because if I had an acro only tank I would be throwing away all my acros right now, probably, and have no corals for a long time, because I am waiting on the acro eating flatworms to die, which can take a couple of months. Yay! So yeah, it's no fun. For the next piece I will use my flashlight, because we're going to the sun. It's very dark in here now, because we don't have light spillover from the reef tank above. The filter roller mat is doing great. Since I started my kalkwasser, I have way less dirty water. So I only use like 40 centimeters a day, where before I used kalkwasser, I used to have like 90, at least 90 centimeters a day. And that's without me cleaning the windows. So the kalkwasser actually saves me a lot of work. The skimmer is also doing great. Yeah, nothing to note there, except this is a Red Sea 500. So it's actually undersized for my tank, but my nitrates are 2.5 and my phosphates are like the lowest you can measure with the Salifair phosphate test. Like between 0 and 0.03. That's all thanks to the kalkwasser, of course, because the kalkwasser binds with the phosphates. And if you look, you might see the clownfish. They're not coming out right now. I saw one like a minute ago, but you can see all the cool sponges. Especially to the left here, I have like a rock filled with cool sponges. So yeah, let's shortly talk about the kalkwasser reactor. It's actually one I bought second hand from a guy for like half the price, which is still expensive. Still was 260 euros. But I already had a lot of pieces that I could use. For instance, my Versa. I just programmed to those for a kalkwasser reactor, and it works great. So as you can see, it drips constantly right now. I'm still dialing it in. I'm at 2 liters, I think, or 2.5 liters a day of kalkwasser. Right now, I think it will go lower again because we raised the DKH already a little. It was below 8 and now we're at 8.3 DKH, where I like it. I would like to stay at 3.8. So I think tomorrow I might have to tone it down. But yeah, it's very simple. Here is my RODI reservoir. It sucks up water, dumps it into the kalkwasser reactor where it stirs constantly on a slow pace, not to inject too much oxygen. And when this powder substance at the bottom gets too low, I just add some new kalkwasser stuff and we're good again. We're ready for business. So yeah, that's how you keep it saturated. And I think like once a month I will dump the whole thing out, fill it again with fresh kalkwasser or calcium hydroxide. It's not that expensive, guys. Calcium hydroxide is one of the cheapest things you can buy for your reef tank. You can also kill aptasia with it, so I really suggest just having it on hand. Also, if you ever see one of these under gravel filters for sale, grab them. They're so handy. They're everywhere under my live rock right now because with the live rock not being on the bottom, the detritus can pass under it and it stays way cleaner. Just a little tip. Yeah, for the rest, my dosing container is offline. I might add the balling system in the future, but I will need more dosing pumps for that, and I'm not looking to add a lot of dosing right now. I think the reef tank has cost enough as it has in 2025, so we shall see what we do in the future. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I think I said most of the stuff that's important. Behind me are my day geckos and Dumpy's white tree frogs. They're very fun. If you ever need to dose nitrates, don't. Buy this instead. I have used some ammonia bicarbonate and RODI water, but like not a lot. I think I can see in my notes, but I won't for now. I have no idea anymore. Like a very tiny amount of ammonia bicarbonate, and I've like dosed 1 ml a day, like a little bit more, like 1 ml on this big of a reef tank. It's no problem. And yeah, slowly my nitrates rise, with as result that my phosphates lowered, because if they're in the right composition to each other, they will keep each other in check. And that's how I very easily fixed a big algae problem in my reef tank a couple of months ago. I still have algae. I always will have algae even with 3 tanks. Maybe if I don't feed the tank for a couple of days, they might eat all the algae, but then again, it's not what I want because my phosphates are already very low and I need to keep them like up a little. so I don't get this brown snot looking algae stuff everywhere, because it's already starting to form, so the fishes will get food momentarily. Yeah. Okay, so also this is my container for making fresh salt water right now, because with quarantining stuff you also need fresh water, because you need to change a lot of water constantly. It's a lot of work quarantining stuff. So for now I won't get any new stuff. Maybe after New Year we shall see. Okay, enough of me rambling. I hope you have a great day, and see you in the next one.